So, what's the old adage? Cruising is really fixing your boat in exotic places. After spending the day rowing the dink around, went in, saw manatees, had a great time, got back, felt like I really needed a shower. So, went into the head, went to grab some shampoo, which I keep in a compartment under the water heater, and when I pulled out the bottle, it felt wet. So in looking at it, it had some orange liquid on it. Now, I've been known to drink an orange soda now and then, but we haven't had one on the boat for a long time, so I didn't figure it was an orange soda. So the only other liquid on board the boat that I know of that's orange is the coolant, freshwater coolant for the Yanmar diesel. So that sent me scurrying, and I checked the fluid level, and lo and behold, we were very low. Now, I had checked it just 2 days before, and we were just fine, but we'd been motoring a bit. So it wasn't in the loop inside the water heater that was leaking, because if that leaks, it would get into our freshwater system. We haven't seen anything in freshwater system, no taste or anything like that. And if it leaked the other way, our coolant system would overflow. So it wasn't that. So I started running out the hot water lines that go from the engine to the water heater so that we have hot water when the engine's running. Now, I put those lines in, I don't know, back in 94, 96, you know, maybe 98. So they've been in a while. Found the compartment had liquid in it, dried it off, put a rag down there. Yeah, I saw a little bit more leakage. Started the engine so that the whole system was compressed with fluid flowing. As I moved one of the lines, a stream comes shooting out at me, just a little pinhole in one of the lines. Now, nothing sharp has ever been in that compartment. The sharpest thing has been, like I say, a bottle of shampoo. So now what to do? We're in the middle of an anchorage, not far from land, but you know, let's do what we can. So I came up with the idea that I would go into the engine compartment and take the two lines. One comes off the engine, goes to the water heater, the other one comes back from the water heater. So I took the one coming back from the water heater off of the hose barb that it's on in the engine. The other one that goes to the water heater I cut long, and then I just made a loop so that it comes from the water heater, or from the engine, instead of going to the water heater, just goes right back into the engine. So I put that in there, and then made sure that we were all topped up, and off we came. We're now in Burnt Storm Marina, and we don't seem to have any problems. So we're still full of fluid, so we're good, with the exception that we no longer have engine-driven hot water. Considering it's Florida, it's middle of May, almost June, that doesn't seem to be a big problem for me. So I'm planning on doing some engine work, maybe pulling the engine out and having some work done in the near future. So I might just leave it like this until we're ready to do that engine thing and then run new lines. So, fixing your boat in exotic places. Well, here we are, just a 2.5 hour trip from Pelican Bay, and we stopped in Burnt Storm Marina. Now, some good friends of ours aboard the North Sea Poco and Nito, John and Nisha, stopped in here a few years back and just raved about it. Once again, one of the things we love, there's a restaurant right at the head of the dock, and we actually had bunches of iced tea and some snacks once we got in. Coming in was interesting. Just as we got to the channel, it started to rain on us, so we came in with just light rain. and they gave us almost an end tie slip, which is very nice port tie that we love. And I wanted to come in just in case I needed any spare parts for the cooling system that I had the minor problem with. So here we are for a couple of days, and then we'll be moving on. Well, Burnt Store Marina has been pretty dog friendly too. Early morning walk. I'm going to have you push the bow up. Are we ready?
Yeah, she's leaving.
Yeah.
Watch their line doesn't get in our props.
Yep. Okay, here we go. (9:06) away from dock. Goodbye, Burnt Store Marina.
Help you move the bow.
Bow thruster.
Bow thrust. I'm looking for that out. There's no wind now.
No wind now. Hard to sail like.
Takes this by taking the sail covers off.
Yeah, I shouldn't have taken the sail covers off. You're right. Well, it's now 10:30, and the conditions have not changed appreciably. Still, the only wind I'm seeing is what we're making.